Hello and welcome, Passionate Pisces. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your tarot astrology for February 2020. Well, what a full-on time we've all had over these last few months. So February is a somewhat quieter time in the heavens, apart from Mercury going retrograde on the 18th of February until the 9th of March. Now, I'll give you those dates, but I also need to let you know that there is a shadow period on either side of those dates that can go for up to 2 weeks. And you can feel the energy of Mercury going retrograde if you sort of pay attention, leading up to the time. And then when Mercury goes direct, you can feel it getting smaller and smaller. I'd like to also wish all of the early Pisceans a very happy birthday too. So you've got a lot of big changes in terms of things going on in your sign. Okay, so let's start. Oh, and if you haven't been following me, just a brief overview. So I do your horoscope, I do a little bit of psychic channeling, pull some tarot cards and a psychic summary at the end. So if you think that sounds good, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so let's start. Venus goes into your second house of values on the 8th of February, and that can include your money, okay? It's the things that you value. So it might be your possessions. Maybe you have a favorite car, or you're particularly attached to your home or something like that. But for most people, it does mean money. Can also be your beliefs about how deserving you are. You know, what's your deservability in life? How worthwhile are you? Can also come into those categories. With Venus there, you're likely to get cooperation from people regarding money. This could be government instrumentalities like Centrelink, or in Australia, or the Australian Taxation Office, for example, IRS if you're in New Zealand. Not sure what it is in the rest of the world, but that gives you a sort of an idea. Cooperation, sharing and caring and harmony, and it's like all social interactions are sort of greased by, the oil of Venus, so to speak. The 9th sees a full moon in your 6th house. So this can bring you changes in your routine, like your everyday routine or your everyday work, and also in your health and well-being. The full moon brings up things in your subconscious that need to come out and be released. And it always stands for transformation. So you release these things, they come up, you deal with them and you let them go. So you might find yourself changing your daily habits or reorganizing something in your normal everyday work, or perhaps in your health or well-being. If you've got some niggly health problems, you might have to change your medication, or something else. The doctor might refer you to somebody else, an allied health professional or something like that. So the 17th sees Mars in your 11th house of friends and groups, and also your hopes and dreams. So with Mars here, you're going to be very motivated to meet new people, and also to say goodbye to connections that don't really sort of enhance your life in any way. You may get rid of a whole lot of Facebook friends. I often do that. Say goodbye to a couple of hundred at a time, because if we're not interacting, like, what's the point? And there is a limit on Facebook as to how many friends you can have. So you're better to have a smaller number of friends that actually interact with you, if that makes sense. With your hopes and dreams, you could be feeling very inspired to go out and make them real, to bring them down to earth in this physical realm. The 18th, Mercury retrograde in your sign, with Venus and Neptune also there. Old situations could come back from the past. Perhaps you knew somebody a long time ago, so an ex-lover, twin flame, whatever you may hear news. Mercury retrograde often brings news of the past. You might be thinking of your school friends, or perhaps there's a school reunion you could go to. Because it's your first house, it's all about you, and it's what you think about yourself. Okay, so you could change some of your core belief systems about yourself. Go back and look at something that's happened in the past, and maybe it wasn't very pleasant, and that left you with an idea that you were less than in some way. With Mercury retrograde, you sort of get the memory of that, and then you can make the decision that you're going to change that belief system once you become aware of it. So it's actually, Mercury retrograde is very, very useful. Also, you can finish off odd jobs that you started ages ago and you never got them finished, and whatever, you might suddenly be filled with desire to get a lot of things done from the past. It's not so good for starting new things. If you've got something really important, it's best if you can wait. If you can't wait, you need to check and double check, especially things to do with contracts. If you sign a contract, you may find that there's changes later. If you sign it when Mercury is retrograde, it could be something like if you want to buy a white car, you can't get it, and then you have to buy a red car, or it could be something like that. So often it means you have to go back and revisit a decision that you've already made. Okay, the 19th sees the sun, and the 23rd sees the new moon again, going into your first house, joining Mercury and Neptune there. You're likely to have new insights and awareness about yourself. Okay, you may want to change your identity in some way to suit the new insights that you have. Okay, you might have worked out it's something you thought was your fault. It wasn't your fault at all. And you want to change your identity to fit with your newfound knowledge of yourself. So you could throw out old clothes and buy new clothes, new hair, new makeup, that sort of thing, and present a new face to the world that is more in alignment with who you really are. So again, core belief systems and your identity. So that's pretty major. Now, I'm going to go to the board and pick some tarot cards for you. And I've already pre-shuffled these, but I'll give them a fresh shuffle. And we're going to pick a card now for I'm going back to that one. First week of February, there. And I'm closing my eyes. There's 2 double doors in front of me that are opening up. This is a big entrance, okay? They're really kind of rolling out the red carpet for you. They want you to come in. This is an opportunity coming up. I'm just walking down the red carpet. Okay, it's quite dark inside, and there's lots of sort of figures in cloaks on the left and the right. I feel this is a very spiritual place, and it's deep down inside you. And I continue to walk. It's like a church. This is the church of you, passionate Pisces. There's an altar in front of me. There's figures in male and female in white. They're sort of like priests or priestesses. And this is your church. So I suggest you get in contact with this place in yourself and, imagine it in any kind of way that you want. It doesn't really matter. But this is like a ritual that's going on all about you, and especially for your birthday. It would be a great idea for you to design a ritual for your birthday to celebrate. It's not celebrating the Mass if you're Catholic. It's not that. It's celebrating you. There's a big angel here, an archangel, because I can tell by the wings. He's got those massive wings that go down all the way down to the floor. Okay, and he's sort of hovering above the church and all the people in the church. Okay, these are all parts of you, different energies within, and this is all in celebration of you. So that's lovely. And the card that we get is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is a woman who is very much in touch with her emotions, and she's in balance. Okay, the emotions don't run her life. She is in charge of her life. but she's very much in balance with the emotion. She's sitting on a conch shell here, and she's got a shell as a back, a chair back. And not sure what your monitor's doing, but this is a blue dress and this is a green sort of top, a sort of aqua. Okay, so the colours are blue, aqua and green. We've got the ocean down here representing the subconscious, and a cup in her hand. Some birds up here flying high, some seagulls taking the big picture of what's going on. And the ocean is representative of the subconscious. She's actually on the sand. She has her feet on the sand. So she's grounded in reality. You know, it's not fantasy stuff. And you're very sensitive and emotional, passionate Pisces. So this grounding is very important for you. You know, so if you can go outside and walk on the grass or walk in the sand at the beach, that would be really helpful for you. But Queen of Cups has a beautiful, affectionate, spiritual sort of energy. The aqua is about the union of the heart and the throat chakras, okay? Blue and green, and expressing her heart's desires. Okay, that's you. All right, let's look now in at the second week of February and see what we can see. Okay, I'm going with that one. And closing my eyes. What's that? Okay, that's a toilet. You know what toilets are for. You've got to detox yourself and get rid of all your crap, basically, to put it bluntly. I don't know a nice way. Just go to the toilet and get rid of the rubbish. I don't know a nice way of saying it, but that's what I see. And this is a spiritual detox. You may also change your diet so that you're eating further up further down the food line, getting away from the animal elements of food and eating more fresh fruit and vegetables and things like that. And so you could find this has got very real ramifications for your health if you change your diet. Okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, it's the Page of Pentacles. This is good news on a physical level regarding your possessions and your money. See, she's wearing red here. That means take some action. There's also black. Something is hidden or unknown at this stage. And then there's white. Something else is known. So you've got something to work with. You've got something you don't know, but you need to take action, okay? But it's all about money. And perhaps if you, for example, change your diet, maybe you'll eat less and maybe you'll save money. There could be good news coming about money with that, or somebody helps you out in some way. All right, looking at the third week of February for passionate Pisces. I'm going with that card. Closing my eyes. Okay, I've got sharp things in front of me like knives, scissors, scalpels, like operating equipment, like somebody's having an operation. This could be sort of a healing thing. This could also, because it's sharp metal cutting things, this could be something to do with swords and sorry, cutting out the past, cutting out, dissecting a decision or a situation that was from the past, and now you're coming up with something different. And could be something to do with your health and well-being. And we come up with, again, Pentacles. Okay, so this is the Four of Pentacles. You'll see she's resting on a rock there. So this is in your physical world. It's to do with your money or your possessions. She's working. That's actually a rock, but it actually looks like a laptop, the top of a laptop top, just there, but it's actually a rock. So this is money. and you may need to make some very sharp decisions regarding your money. You see here on either side, this is like she's in a crevasse and there's rocks on either side. It can be a bit of a rocky situation, but you can get out of it. The good thing is by using your brain and making decisions and cutting out what you don't need, because the emphasis is on your budget, your money, and you know how you spend your money. You can cut out what you don't need. Okay, this also implies that there is money going to come through. So it's not like you're going to be caught short if you take action. Okay, last week of February, see what comes out. I'm going with that one. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going under here. I'm going with that one. And I'm just going to put my hand on it like that. Closing my eyes. Yeah, I've got money in front of me. I've got pentacles in front of me. I think that's from the last card though. They're showing me a book with the pages turning. Okay, so turn the page. Was there a song back in the 70s? What was that guy? He died recently. Jon English, an Australian singer. And I think he had a song called Turn the Page. I don't remember the words now. That'd be worth looking up, okay? Because I think there's a message in that song. But you are turning the page of your life now. So it's time to go on with something else. Finish that page you're on and go on with something else. Okay, let's see what card comes up. And this is the Eight of Swords. So we can see why you need to turn the page here, because this is being in chains, a situation that you felt restricted or trapped in some way. Could be your own, could be of your own making. You could be trapping yourself in some way, because it's swords. This is often our thoughts that just go round and round in circles, racing thoughts. Worry is a shocker, and these 8 swords stuck in the ground. So it's almost like worried that something's going to happen on a physical level because they're in the ground. And, the chains that bind you, you need to meditate and imagine that they are actually falling off you. There's red here, action needs to be taken, but there's a lot of black, so it's rather dark red, but she does have bright red up here. She's blind, she can't see what to do at the moment, but you know what? We've always got spirit, and we can pray and ask for help, ask our angels to help us. These are spiritual chains, they're not physical chains, okay? So you can undo them spiritually. So it's time for meditation and to imagine yourself being free, and those chains that bind, that they're actually going to fall off you. Okay, it is possible you can do that, but do go and check out that song Turn the Page. I think it was Jon English. Okay, so now I'll just close my eyes and see what I can see for you, passionate Pisces. I see wind chimes. Okay, so this is like the breeze blowing through your mind. Wind is the element of the mind, and the thoughts that blow around our heads. Okay, take control of your own head, dear Pisces, because that's your property, like your real estate, your geographic area. You can control what goes on in your head. So the saying, worry about money. There's money here in front of me. So whilst I appreciate that yeah, sometimes we worry about money, worrying doesn't do any good. So it's time for action steps. So please start thinking of ways you can improve your budget and ways that you can open the door to financial success. It is possible, honestly. Okay, and I'll just check here and see. Oh yes, so now they're showing me a boat. I'm on a calm sea. It is dark, which means I'm not really aware of everything that's going on, but I know the water is calm and warm, and I feel like I'm moving away from a difficult situation. There's something back behind, and I'm moving away from it now. So that's the freedom that you seek. And they're now showing me a cross, which represents sacrifice. So if you wear a cross, just think about the sacrifice that you have been making. And do you want to continue to make that sacrifice, or do you want to continue to be reminded about that sacrifice? Okay, that's a decision only you can make. But do know that there is the energy there to move you away from a difficult situation if you if you want to do that. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, Passionate Pisces. I do hope that you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell if you like this video. Give it a like and share it with all your friends all around the world. That would be absolutely fabulous. But in the meantime, have a wonderful month, and I will see you again soon. Okay, thanks for that, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.